Hey everybody, it's Lynn from Subparplanning. How are you doing? It is October 1st. I can't believe it. And I don't know where September went, and I'm pretty sure everybody else probably feels the same way. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and this is Subparplanning. And this is a channel about planners and making things for planners and stuff like that. Every once in a while, I'll throw in like a purse video if I get something that I really like, or a pair of shoes or something, but mostly it's just mostly planner stuff. So anyways, thanks for coming by today, and if you are watching this for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoy it, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I've actually been amassing some, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm glad to see that people like my videos. So anyways, let's get started. So when Happy Planner released the micro notes, that was probably this past spring, it was like all a buzz, and people love them, and I love looking at everyone's Instagrams and their videos on their micro setup. I have made my own micro setup. I actually have two of them. I have the Southern Tea Time, and I have the Wrong micros. And the Wrong micro that I have is with the cute little shoes. I just love it. And so I use those to just jot notes down, and I just kind of keep them in my bag. But I decided I wanted to make a Halloween micro note, so that's what I did. I'm sorry for the glare. It's very, very dark here. It's raining today, so there's really not a ton of light. So I'll do my best to make sure that you can see everything. So this is the planner that I made. This is a paper pad that was from Tim Holtz from last October. I purchased it at Michael's. I had some scrap left over, so I thought I'd try to make it that way. So this is the scrap, and this is the front, and this is the back. And the reason why was I don't have this way is because I just thought it would be kind of weird if it was upside down. I mean, I guess I could make that the cover, but like seeing everything kind of wonky just kind of threw me off. So that's why I just decided to go with the wood. I just like it better. Plus, when I open it, I get to see little Edgar Allan Poe just kind of looking at me, giving me the side eye. So anyways, that's what this is. So I cut the paper down, laminated it, punched it with my Happy Planner punch. I don't recommend it. My punch seems to be able to do okay. It's just a matter of time before it breaks down and falls apart, and I'll have to get a new one, but I'm going to keep riding that train until it falls apart. These are silver discs. These are from the Martha Stewart planner system. These are discs that I had left over. I just thought they looked better than the hearts. I mean, not that it has to be, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I just thought I'd like a solid disc and not have it be little hearts, so that's why I decided to go with that. This is paper that I coffee stained. So these are pages that I coffee stained. And then these are pages that I used Distress inks on. And so they're decorative pages. So if I wanted to do a picture day scrapbook of October or something like that, I could certainly do that. Or I could use these as notebook pages. I don't really care. I kind of like the way the designs came out. Everything's a little bit different. But it's all distressed inks. And those are the Tim Holtz distressed inks. I did find that when I coffee stained the paper and then tried to do the distressed inks, it didn't come out as vivid. It came out more mottled. So something like this was a little more mottled, and it just didn't look as good. I also used Tombow markers, but I didn't do it right. So what I did was I would take the marker and I would swirl it on the paper, and then I would spray water on it, and I didn't get the effect that I wanted. So then what I did was I saturated the paper, and then I took the marker and I put the marker on the paper, and it kind of did what I wanted it to do, but it literally drained the markers. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I think Tombow actually has a palette. It's like a plastic palette that you take your marker and you slide your marker across it, and then you take a paintbrush and you pick that up and you can paint your paper. That's probably the best way to do it, because I'm pretty sure I ruined my 3 markers, which is fine. I mean, I hardly use them anyway, so at least I use them. So that's basically kind of like the guts. I am going to be making more pages, and I will save that for another video so you can see what I do. Pretty sure it's nothing unique or novel. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people out here that do it, so I'm not going to... I'll make another video. This is just going to be about the setup. So this is, as you can see, this is all the stuff that I have. A couple of things I've made, and I'll show you as I go through what I have done. So we looked at the planner. So now what I'm going to do is I'll show you the stuff that I made, like the bows and things like that. So this is something that I made. This is a planner clip, but it's a slide one. So what happens is when you have your planner, let's just say this is your planner page, what you'll do is you'll slide this against your planner page and then it lays flat. And the reason why I like it is because it doesn't provide a lot of bulk. It's still fairly thin. It's not going to bulk up your planner unless you like that. Some people like the bulky look, but sometimes depending on what it is, I don't like that. I don't really like the bulk. So all I did was, this was a piece of pennant. It came in a pack. They were on sale. They were super cheap, I think from like Joann's or something. So you can make your own little pennant. It was actually pre-punched and already had the eyelet in there. So all I did was I just took some distressing ink and darkened it down, and then I took a lighter and I just kind of like burned the edges a little bit. I glued on some papers from a Tim Holtz Halloween die cut set from last year. I glued those on. Hello, you can see. Sorry, that's my dog. She's playing with her toy. And then I just took some ribbons that I have that were left over. I strung them through the hole, and then I took a eyelet, and I didn't tie it. I just took the eyelet and literally strung everything through, and then just pulled it down to tighten it. So that's how it stays. And so that's going to go into my planner at some point. Another thing that I made was the bows that I've been working on. I actually feel pretty good about it. I feel like I'm getting a handle on it. They look pretty good. I think they're kind of on point. So I just made some bows. I made some more stuff, but I don't know if I actually brought them down to show. Oh, I did. Okay. I like options. I know everybody likes options. And when you can just make stuff yourself, it just makes it so much easier to give yourself those options. So these are a couple more of the bows that I've made. And then, sorry, I think I'm getting a cold. And then these are some more little planner clips that I made. These are ribbons that you can currently get at Michael's right now. They are in stores. So I got some little bats here. And then I got this like vintagey looking ribbon. I think what I might do is I'm probably going to work on a couple of these and make some bows. And I think I might stamp them or just stress them to make them look a little old. And then this is with leftover ribbon from last year that I had. And then I made this cute little fall one. I might stick in the planner, although I mean, it kind of matches, but not really. So those are some bow options that I have. So I'll just plop all that there. I also got this cute little spider that I think I'm going to put on my planner. He's adorable. I got this from Michael's this past weekend. So those are some clip ideas. And then I have some other clips from some other kits. I got some bats. I got some pumpkins, throw those in. And then the paper clips that I twist and turn so my charms don't fall off. I have a Swarovski skull with the Swarovski crystals in them. And then I have this Hand of Fate that I picked up at Joann's. These are really, really heavy, so I don't necessarily know if they're going to work in the planner, but I thought I'd just give it a shot and just see how it works for decoration. The paper clips are pretty sturdy, and because I've bent them and twisted them so that these don't come off, the only way that they're going to come off is if I actually take them off, which is why I like what I did with my paper clip. And it's a pain to do. It's very difficult. The paperclip metal isn't meant to bend like that. So it takes a lot of time. But usually I can get one or two to work before, after getting a couple to bend. So these don't come off. I hate planner clips that, I don't hate it. It's just, I don't understand the point of it. Like, why would you string through something and just have it like, it just flops all over the place? That drives me, I don't understand that. So I'm not a big fan of that kind of a concept. It just doesn't make sense to me. I want something that's going to stay on and not going to come off. And that's why I do that. So that's my thing there. And then a couple other things that I made. I made a shaker for my Happy Planner. I thought that was kind of cute. Sorry for the shine. I threw in a couple of the Tim Holtz discs. They're actually punched, so you can like string them on like a design or like in a shadow box. These are from Tim Holtz. This one says haunt. This one says boo. And this one says wicked. So I thought those were kind of cute. And then I made a little, another shaker. I stuck some leftover ribbon in there. I put spooky in here. I put trick or treat and did a little bow. And then I just put a little die cut of a pumpkin. And there's nothing on this side I decided not to do anything, but this is just like a divided shaker pocket. So everything's sealed in there and it's not going to come out. And I used glassine sleeves, and I guess a couple people have messaged me asking about it, and I've explained it to them in DM, but I don't know if my explanation's coming through clearly, so I'll do a video of how I make them. These are some pockets that I made. Same thing that I've made for my other micros. These will hold a credit card or a gift card, so they're just big enough. So I decided to do that. You can laminate these. If you're going to laminate them, I wouldn't punch the holes out. I would make the design, glue it down, laminate it, take your punch your holes, and then take an X-Acto knife and just very gently just run across here and run across here, and then you will have a laminated pocket. I don't really care to laminate them. It doesn't, I feel like for me, it's a waste to laminate, because if I really want, I can just make another one. They're really easy to make. So I decided to use double-sided cardstock, and that's how I managed to get everything on the side there. And then I had some leftover stickers last year from Michael's, and these are fun because they look like a face, but then he turns into a skull. And then these guys, a little scary family, but normal, and then scary. So I just threw those on there. And these will just be to hold credit cards or gift cards if you want to use it as a wallet. And then this is printable vellum. So what I did was I picked out some designs on, I picked out a design, I think it was on Pinterest, and then I have a quote, and this says, "All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream." It's a quote it's something that Edgar Allan Poe wrote, and it's also a quote at the beginning of one of my favorite movies of all time for Halloween, which is The Fog, the original one from John Carpenter. I think it's from like 1978. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, Adrienne Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis's mom, I believe, is in it. So it's a really great movie, and I just love it. It's like one of my favorites. So actually, I don't think it's from 78. I think it's from like 80 or 81. Anyways, I'll be sure to watch that, especially on a rainy day like today. So that's what I did. I printed that. And then what I did was I took a lighter and I held it underneath it and I made it bubble. And then I took Distress Inks and just inked the heck out of it. And then this is a sticker from from the current Michael's sticker line for the holidays. It's a heart with the flower and it's got a foil spider. So I did that too. And then I have these things. These are die cuts. This is from a current set of Tim Holtz, the holiday line. This is what it came from. This is the ephemera pack for Halloween. So that's what all of these are. This is a picture of the back. And then if you want to see the skew, that's it. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd just kind of put this together and, you know, take a look at the ephemera and stuff like that. I'll probably speed it up as I put it together so you don't have to literally painfully watch me do these things. But I also have some die cuts from the Michael's line that came out. These are actually stickers, but I'm going to keep them as a die cut. And so these are some ones that I thought were kind of cute that might kind of go with it. I have some more washi there, but what I decided to do instead was I lost what I had. Where did I put it? Oh, nuts. Oh, there it is. I took some leftover laminate that was just like odd shaped, and I just put some holiday washi on it, and I punched it, and it's just going to sit in the planner. I mean, I can use it if I want, but it's literally just like one wrap around, so I wouldn't waste the thing. So it's more of a decorative element. Honestly, I don't necessarily think I'm going to decorate this per se. I think this is going to be decorated enough, so that can just be used as a an accent or decorative piece. I think most of the decoration is going to be with the clips. It's going to be with these things, the ephemera, the pockets. And then, like I said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some more of these note cards. I'll probably tea stain them. I'll scatter these throughout. And then I'll use these for note taking. And this is just going to be for the month. And then afterwards, you know, depending on what I put in it, I might just kind of hold on to it and save it. Or what I plan to do at the end of the year is I like to take all of my stuff, all of my planner supplies, and this is crazy, but I take all of my used planners for the year and I usually burn them. And it's kind of, for me, it's a symbolic way of just like letting go of the past and looking forward to the future. So I just burn everything. I don't want it to get into the wrong hands. I don't want to recycle it. I know it's not good for the environment, but I feel like it's something that I like to do, to let go of all the past year and look forward to the new year coming. So I usually do that towards the end of December. So anyways, let's get started. I'll probably speed this up. You'll just kind of watch me put it together, but I hope you enjoy it. So there it is. It's pretty much put together. I'll probably tweak it and add some more stuff to it, but I was going to leave this out, but I kind of like the way that's there because it's just this little weird hand like coming out and trying to get you. So here it is. I mean, you've pretty much seen it if you watched me putting it together, but I'll just do a quick little flip. So I've got the bow that I made. I've got the little hand of fate there. He's tucked under, and it's kind of cool because the bow's big enough, and so you just see the creeping out of the hand. I've got my little dashboard that I've made. I've got a couple of my more elaborate pages. I've got a couple of pieces of ephemera tucked in the pockets with the pocket page that I made. I don't have anything in here, but you can use it for credit cards or washi tapes or whatever pieces of ephemera. There's the vellum that I made, some coffee tea stain pages, some more of the fun pages that I made. My flat planner clip, which I really love. I love making these things. I should be making more of them because they're just awesome. They don't bulk up the planner, but you can still decorate with them. More coffee pages, vellum with the sticker, the pocket that I made. Whoops, I did that upside down. There we go. All right, side up. I guess it depends. So I put this little cute piece of ephemera in there. I thought that was adorable. Some more coffee tea, a little pumpkin. More pages. I really liked this, October and Wicked, so I threw that in there. Another pocket, my shake board, my washi, and then I have my cover. And I kind of like how this is decorated on the inside because it actually adds an element. I am considering putting a pocket on here. I don't know if I'm actually going to go through with it or not. I feel like it would be kind of nice because then I could put like maybe something like that in there if I have a clear pocket. So I might actually go up and do that. Or do, stick one of these in the pockets. I do have pockets. I have the Target Dollar Spot pockets, and I think it will just barely fit if you trim it down. I also have some business card pockets and some other pockets that I got online that I think will fit. So either way, I should be good. So this is basically going to be my little buddy for the next couple of weeks until the end of the month anyways. I'll be going to Iceland pretty soon, so I'm going to put together a quick little video of me putting together my travel notebook, and I'm going to try to pre-decorate it just a little bit, and then I'm going to decorate more of it while I'm on my trip. But I figure if I can get a little bit of pre-decoration done, and maybe I can put some Post-it notes in there with some triggers, like, what was today's best memory? Who did you meet today? And just stick those in there so that it'll help trigger me to actually journal a little bit more, because I'm not really a journaler, and I would like to be. I think it's kind of cool to be able to look back on these books and just see like what was going on in your life and stuff like that. I don't really do that with the planners. The planners are different. I just prefer to just destroy the pages and just burn them. But with my travel journals and things like that, or like photo albums and stuff like that, I usually keep that stuff so I can look back on it and remember a trip. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. And remember, we're going there. You were loved. You were wanted, and you were needed. And don't ever let anybody tell you anything different, because it's just not true. So I hope this finds you happy and healthy, and I will talk to you later. Deuces. Bye.